So Sola Scriptura Evangelism Ministry is not just a church. So we're going to have lots of events and lots of things as we have a facility later on. We're going to have sports facilities and ways that we can bring the community around us into our actual church area. And from there, we want to evangelize people. We want to tell them the good news of the gospel. And then we want to get them plugged into the church service so that we can start equipping them, so we can start building disciples. So you're here on our website and you're wondering about Sola Scriptura Church. My name is Pastor Stephen. I'm the associate pastor here. We do want to welcome you. So maybe you're deciding, do we really want to show up? And here you are in the I Am New section. Well, here's the truth. We are all new here at Sola Scriptura Church. We just launched on October 1st, 2023, and we're very excited to build a ministry and build a church from the ground up. And we hope you'll join us in this venture. So if you have a family and you're wondering, well, what do we do with our small children? The answer is we really want to emphasize family church. Family church is basically the church just coming together as a family into the church service, all sitting together. Now with that, we have the expectation that children are going to be children. They're going to make noises. They're going to be loud. They may even run around, and that's okay. The truth is, if you need to step out with your child, there's a beautiful lobby here at the Best Western that we're meeting at where you can do so. And here's another truth. As the church grows and as we build and as volunteers become in place and ministries are demanded, there will be a nursery for the children. And there will be even a child's program during a church service. Probably not every week, but at least every once in a while, so that they can have that program while you're at a church service. But we really do want to emphasize the need for family church, the need for the family to sit together and do a worship service together. It is not a perfect process to get there. We know that kids will be kids and they'll act like that. And so know that there's grace, know that we are just excited that your family is here, even if they're noisy, right? So come join us. Don't let that be an objection for you in joining with us on Sunday mornings. So why did we start Sola Scriptura? We wanted to do church for the unchurched, for people that are sitting around going, I know that I'm a believer, I know that I'm a Christian, and I know that I should be taking my family to church, but I just don't know where to go or what to do. We want to be that church that reaches out to you and helps equip you. But we also have the conviction that we need to do it the way the Bible tells us to do it. Sola Scriptura means that the authority that we're going to derive our worldview from, a biblical worldview from, is the Scripture alone. And so we don't want to start a church in which all the teachings of the Bible are so watered down that no one can ever grow. Instead, we want to teach you biblical truths that are solid, founded in the roots of the Scriptures, the deep truths of the Bible. And we want to explain and teach you in a way that you can understand them, even if you are a new believer or even if you've been out of the church scene for a very long time. Now, we also understand that many of you that may walk in have already been through church and maybe are just looking for a change or whatever the case may be. And that we also say, welcome. We definitely want more mature believers that can help us in our mission to reach out and disciple those who are unchurched. We don't expect lost people to just walk into our church. We know that for the most part, the people that are going to walk into our church are already believers, but they may not be plugged into a church yet. And for those people, we long to reach out to you. We long to teach you and equip you on what family worship is, on what house church is, where we all gather outside of the church environment, where we can just share things with each other and pray for you and worship outside of a churchy environment. So these things are all exciting, and we hope that you'll be a part of that. Come visit us. Yes, we're meeting at a Best Western, but we do have plans already to be building a church. We're going to put information about that on our website too soon, where you can see exactly where we're going to be located. We're excited, and we hope that you'll join our church family and come see if we're the right fit. Most importantly, why we exist is to glorify God. All of these things, trying to reach people that are not churched and equip them with the message of the gospel. So Sola Scriptura Evangelism Ministry is not just a church. So we're going to have lots of events and lots of things as we have a facility later on. We're going to have sports facilities and ways that we can bring the community around us into our actual church area. And from there, we want to evangelize people. We want to tell them the good news of the gospel. And then we want to get them plugged into the church service so that we can start equipping them, so we can start building disciples. And so that's what we want to do. And we want to do it on the authority of the Scriptures. So we recognize, again, that lost people aren't just going to flood into the church just to hear the message of the gospel. But instead, we're going to have ministries in place, and we're going to use those ministries to bring people in, share the gospel with them, and then get them equipped by inviting them to our church service and becoming members of Sola Scriptura Church. So that's kind of the model here, is very evangelistic in nature, but then once you come into the church service, we're going to equip you. We're not going to water down the gospel, water down the message. We're going to give you solid biblical truth, and we're going to teach you in a way that you can understand it.